just utterly, you know, it's weird when you get people that don't understand that, you know, you have to, I love Solomon the same as I love Jesus, right? Well, because Jesus told you to, but Solomon also told you to. Right? And so you get people, you know, no, Jesus isn't God. Jesus has faith in God. Okay, Zion. Okay, holy Mount Zion. You see, it says rules of creation. No, Mount Zion, okay, is the mountain near the birthplace of a man named Adam, who's an African man who gave the tribes of the Indo-European, you know, faith in God. He's the source, okay, because we're one source, of course, and not a credit union, right? And so, and there's a woman named Eve, okay, who, even though other people, no, God is the mountain, God is the, that went to go have his children because she believed he was right. You know, faith, you know, she understood it. And those are the two that are the father and the mother of rabbinic faith. Okay, Adam and Eve, and they're from Mount Zion area in North Africa. Okay. And if you're, you know, if you're from the cliffs of Dover, and apparently through all the migration patterns and stuff like that, we all, the mom and dad that give us the faith to sustain ourselves and live faithful lives in faith of the infinite glory of God are Adam and Eve. Okay, the rest of them, you dirty bastards. And then the bastards fuck the bitches, and then they're all bitches in heat and trying to kill over you. You see what I'm saying? And so, you know, that's holy Mount Zion. You see it in Mount Zion. Airware, we're jamming. What chihuahua. Pop, wop, chihuahua. I want to jam it with you. We're jamming. Yeah. I had a big crush on Miss Griffiths. Yeah. And Sharon. Yeah. You have a crush on now. Hi, how's it going? My Amy helps me through. Yeah, she's a good kid. Patrick, why Amy? Well, I needed a woman that wasn't uptight, self-righteous, and you know, full of herself and jealous of Jesus to help me survive hell so I could help stop, eliminate abuse, and recover. You know, Patrick told me a day, you know, I remember a long time when we were talking about stuff that was happening with Natalie, I said, they're either trapped or they are the trap. And Patrick said, I think they are the trap. If they believe in their ego, they are. But if they believe in the Lord and they have faith in God and they want to live the Lord's Prayer, they can get out of the trap. Right? The trap, it's right there, you know. Like Nolan, she's just got to have it, you know. Where's the trap? Bam, bam, bam. Holy jihad, Batman. There you go. Okay. And so, you know, I looked at my body in that last video. I'm like, God, they beat me up. Yeah, but you're fine, bro. You're fine. I don't mind getting older. I don't see it as a curse. Okay. A curse is trying to trap the soul and the mind and trying to replace creation with your invention, your ego. And so, I'm not going to curse the beauty of the soul with the delusions of the mind. That's just wrong. And I'm not you crying over this clay. I understand when the little Japanese ladies that Suzuki's, you know, why they cried because of how they abused my body. And I understand that makes sense. You know, because people cry when Jim Caviezel pretends he's like the eternal spirit of the man like me getting beat up for a Mel Gibson movie, right? It's like, you know, that ain't really happening. Okay, that's just makeup and a guy speaking, you know, it's perceived as Aramaic for money. Pretty little angel eyes. Okay, knock it off. Shit. Okay. It really pisses Jesus off. Okay. He even gets mad at me when I watch movies and I cry at the movies and he goes, Earl, this is a stupid movie. Shut up, Jesus. Gosh. You're mean. I can't even enjoy, you know, Basil Rathbone and Sean Young and Key Luke anymore. I think I've seen them all now. I think I might have not seen one Mr. Moto, okay, but I've seen all the Yeah, I've seen all the Charlie Chans now because you guys have had me locked up and I was soaking in the tub to help, with the chemical poisoning. So yeah, I've watched all the Charlie Chans, all the Basil Rathbones, and I didn't even know about the James Wong movies with Boris Karloff. Seen all yeah. No way, there might be one. No, I'll have to check. I think I've seen them all. I've seen all the the Boris Karloff. James Wong movies and Very Little Angel Eyes. I didn't watch. I only watched a few of the Abbott and Costello's. I've sat through one. Martin and Lewis. Yeah, I might sit through a few more. I'll see. Yeah, they used to make me laugh when I was a kid. Yeah. Used to watch the Matt Helm movies. I can't watch them when I was patient to watch those anymore. There's a lot of movies I just don't have the patience to watch anymore, especially like the sexploitation movies and stuff. I just don't have the patience for them, you know. When I was young, because I had a lot of whoa, yeah, what, and did the whole. You ever seen men's magazines? They're all just full of naked women, That's what we're looking for right there. Been there, done that. Been tortured by scientists my whole life. They're absolutely pathetic. And then, it just reminds me that, I didn't get to enjoy romance, intimacy, and sexuality my entire life. But I focus because, life's eternal, grace is infinite. And my religious people are selfish because I want people like me to be able to enjoy their sex life instead of having trained assassins running around thinking they have better sex life, running around fucking around on their wives, thinking they're being fucking heroes. What an asshole. Yeah, Rockefeller knew him. They all came in. It's like, you guys do know that, okay. And I would sit there and explain it to them online all the time. I would connect to them in prayer. And then, write down all these notes and go back and sit on the toilet in the kids' bathroom at the trailer. And military guys, I get you in prayer. And you say, I don't have any discipline. You'll kill people for money. And I won't. And you say, I have no discipline. I really tried, mother. Okay. Not Kofu. I can't remember what the name is. Andy Dick or whatever, the lion that gets killed. That's I don't remember. It's a movie. I don't remember lots of things like that. I remember things that are very, very important constantly. Things that have more of a trivial pursuit kind of thing to it. Nah, I forget about it. Still, a man hears what he wants to hear and disregards the rest. Lord's Prayer. I hear that. Okay. We need money for food. I'm not hearing you. I need money for sex. I'm not trying to hear that, see? What's that got to do with the Lord's Prayer and me? You know what I'm saying? So I'm like, So I'm a very focused individual. Yeah. I know what I got to do. I'm more focused than the little girl with the cat, Natalie, the cat. I'm even more focused than that. Well, I love the little girl trying to chase the cat. She needs to live in a world where children are living the Lord's Prayer from cradle to grave and passing it on. Yes, sir. Why? Well, because of Pefrick, Kringle Bells, and Cracker Clip cookies. Kangaroos and Chuji bears. Cluties and Malaki, but Ma, and want to hear do it, Daddy. Yeah. Yes, sir. Yeah. There's too much love in the world to give up on the truth, and life's eternal and grace is infinite, so you can never stop loving. Okay, that's why I keep making these videos. Hey, man, I'm on a roll, and quantum computing and artificial general intelligence is running 24/7, and assholes that are manipulating it to fuck you in the head over money, to feel powerful, to clone and build robots are still doing that, right? So I'm going to put in as much as I can to show the robots and drones and stuff like that. I do rest, but I wake up in the morning, get back to work till we're living the Lord's Prayer. And then even then, I get up every morning, making sure that, I love you and you alone, woman, for me. Please give your loving heart to me, and say we'll never part, right? And just letting people know that, I'll always love you. I'm never going to stop loving you. We're living the perfection of the Gospels and Holy Mount Zion. Right, we're jamming. Watcha wah wah wah. So, having a soul shakedown party tonight. Well, you can't dance every night. You can't, sometimes, you get together and you got to celebrate life a little bit and dance a little bit, sing a little bit, let's fall in love. I do like exercising, but I was out there in the barn shooting and I'm just exercising. That's all it's for. That's all it ever was for, was exercising. And yeah, and I could dunk. Okay. No, mom used to get mad at me at the park. The only person that ever saw me dunk was a bitchy, old, fucking, probably dead now, fucking ex-bet outside of Thunderbird Park because he'd yell at me because I'd practiced my dunk for hours because I knew I was probably going to have to use it if I was going to play in the NBA. It was from the left baseline tomahawk, and I used to bruise my wrist and my forearm. And I was 5'11", so yeah, I could dunk, motherfuckers. Okay. Could dunk all up in your face and on your ass. Okay. When you're doing tomahawk from left baseline and you're bruising your forearm, you can dunk pretty good. Yeah. That's not just putting it down with the tips of your fingers. That's dunking. Okay. And bending the rims. I used to feel like, well, I'm not really dunking because I bent the rims like about 2 inches. Yeah, because you got to be able to throw it down. Hey, man, if Hakeem Olajuwon in the lane or you got to dunk on him, you got to dunk on him. I was practicing, right? No, I never dunked in a game on it. I never dunked on anyone. No. No, I wasn't trying to embarrass people. I was just trying to get my peaches in the basket. Well, I'm gorgeous. I'm the king of mid-range shooting. Coaches, they don't think, man. When you're so athletic, I just aimed like I told Lawrence. I said, yeah, that's all I did. I was faster than Steph Curry, and I could jump higher than Steph Curry. Okay. And I was a faster dribbler and an amazing passer. Wonderful passer. You can ask all the guys that used to play with me. Oh, yeah. Beautiful passer. Now, I didn't do a lot of things like, throwing through the car window and throwing it at an angle like driving like Beckham, like Lonzo Ball. No, it was just, I knew exactly where I needed to put it, how it needed to be, and right where, when, where, and usually it wasn't me changing the angle. It was me and my body. I could jump like a flying ninja. And I would, like I said, I learned that from Mike. I go through the lane, jump like around the foul line or, come in right to the key, attack the key, and go up with the legs out like a ninja, like Bruce Lee, and cup the ball and go across with my elbows because they catch it because they try to hurt you. And then instead of, I'd either finish at the rim or I would pass it, wrap around wherever I need to pass it and see who would break open when everybody collapsed on me. And that was my favorite. Bob loved it. All my friends loved it. That's what Keith said. He's the best basketball player I've ever seen. He goes down the lane. It's like watching Bruce Lee attack the basket. And then he'll either finish at the rim or he'll throw a pass, to the wide open dude for the shot. He does it all the time. And I actually liked passing more than finishing because your teammates, it's fun when other guys get a score. I think it feels more fun when other guys get to score and you collapse the defense to, you don't create. It's not creating. They're using the word wrong. It's just basically manipulating the situation to get a person in a situation to where they get to put the peaches in the basket. And it makes people feel good to put the peaches in the basket. Oh, yeah, it does. Like when you go to a girl and she walks up to you and says, I'd like you to put your peaches in my basket because I'd like to raise peaches with you. But we can grow peaches on this. This is a peach tree, not a cherry tree. Right on. When I see the peaches blossom, I'll regret I said goodbye. I'll remember cherry kisses and I'll cry. But I can't go on pretending that our love is never ending because you can't be loved. And there comes a time when in every man's life that you just have to realize, what you need to focus on and that, I'm a grown man. Yes, I am. I think I can understand. Yes, I can. That if you put all your peaches in a basket that they're trying to kill you with depression with, you don't put your peaches in that basket anymore, right? You just sit there and go, okay, I'm going to put peaches in the basket. But so I go out in that bar and I play, and then you just realize I'm a grown man. Yes, I am. Do I have that on the MP3? I may not, y'all. There used to be, yeah, every time, it used to be. I might. It don't hurt now. It don't hurt now. I think I do. I'm pretty sure I've got, but NASA just don't play it. But I'm pretty sure I've got boom, boom. Maybe I didn't put it on the orange one, and they just don't play it on the blue one. Boom, boom, ba-doom, boom, ba-doom. I'll have to go look. Da-da-da-da. So good loving somebody when somebody loves you back. And that's a fact, to be in love and be loved in return. That's the only thing my heart desires. Just appreciate. And you don't have to worry about people judging you. Just have somebody that's fun, that likes to sing too, that likes to shoot hoops and likes to dance too. Don't judge you and say, you're not dancing right, you're not doing it right, that's not the right step. Okay, let's just improv. You do like I used to do with the kids. Put on a Peppermint Patty by Wynton Marsalis and his pops, and then just do improvisational dance steps all around the room. Like Noah with Happy Talk and shit. Isn't that what dancing's all about? Isn't it just, dancing is the same as singing. Open your mouth and make a joyful noise. Dance is the same way. What are you doing? I'm dancing. Noah. Just go. That's what it's all about. You put your right foot in, you put your right foot out, you put your right foot in, and you say, if you're doing it to impress other people, you're doing it to impress people that mass murder people over, the resources to feel powerful. You're impressing the people that are trying to make Captain Kirk kiss Lieutenant Uhura and then glare at them. It's like, don't glare. You're kissing Nichelle Nichols. Stop glaring at the guy. Just sit there and go, I've been wanting to do this for like 10 years. Thanks, Plato God guy, or whatever it is. Okay, thanks, Greek God dude. Okay, when I'm done with this, I'm acting like I want to kick your ass for making you do this. Why were you going to make me hit her a whip? Just say, hey, let's get busy. Okay, no. Don't want other people to watch. You want privacy. That's right. I love you, Porgy. Okay, so no, yes, she's so cute. Yeah, she's a cutie pie. Yeah, she was, but her life was... It's sad when people have to live their life being extorted, exploited, and manipulated, sexploitation, blackploitation, all that, because we're not living the Lord's Prayer and we're living in hell on earth and eternal wretchedness. Yeah, I think Nichelle passed away. Never got to live the Lord's Prayer a day in her life. William Shatner, he's still with us. He might, you never know. Happens tomorrow, Bill Shatner go, yay, beat me up, Scotty, I'm living the Lord's Prayer. Right? Leonard Nimoy, not once. Lou Schrimmer, Flash Gordon cartoons, but never got to live the Lord's Prayer a day in his life. I don't know about Al Ghazali in his time. But if Jiddu Krishnamurti never got to live the Lord's Prayer a day in his life. Tetsuro Suzuki, nope. Haile Selassie, nope. I mean, he might have tried, but then here came in the fascists and the, Nazis, and nope. So he might have. I wouldn't be surprised if he did at certain times in Ethiopia where they were living the Lord's Prayer and then they got attacked by the fascists and the Nazis. That's entirely tangible. Yeah, okay. So, Tetsuro Suzuki, they made it awfully hard. They didn't want a utopian society that was better than the emperor being the god man, So, no, you're going to mess up their feng shui. Yeah, fucking assholes. Yeah, but in Haile Selassie's case, it was Ethiopia and he was trying to restore, yeah. And so, yes, Jiddu Krishnamurti, no. They took him and gave him to British rich people, and the British rich people talked about it, but never did it. Like they still do it now. Right. Don't let anything disturb your novice day. You got it. So, you got it. Static. No. Don't start none. Won't be none. Static. No. Static. Don't start none. Won't be none. Okay. Yeah. I had that album. Patrice and Punchy kept it. I didn't mind. Punchy liked it. Oh, you couldn't help it. It was a good album. Yeah. Is that I'm Real? Yeah. I like Static was my favorite song on that album. Yeah. I'm Real was, troublemakers. They don't bother me. I like Static the best. My favorite James Brown. I got lots of James Brown songs I like, but Sex Machine is the best basketball song of all time. No, it's one of the best. Yeah, it's really good. Oh, yeah. Sex Machine is one of the best. Oh, hell yeah. If you can't dribble and shoot baskets, the sex machine, you just can't play basketball. I'm just kidding. You don't know what dance is. I'm just kidding. I love that song. Don't you love the piano? Piano. I didn't quit it. I love that song. Yes. It's like Sex Machine. Sex Machine is probably my favorite James Brown song. I love it. Don't you love the piano in that? Oh, damn. Yeah. No, the piano in that song is just wonderful. It's wonderful. Man, when Kelly, I got nothing on there. No, Oscar Peterson, no. The Ninth Thelonious Monk. No, I love that. Damn, it's good. I bet you even Scott Joplin would say, "Wow, that's some damn good piano." What do you feel? Feel like doing? I'm gonna do my thing. You don't think so? You're entitled to your opinion. I really like that song. Yeah. Try me. That's a good one too. Please, please, please. Yeah. It's Man's World. I got you. Um, uh, Papa Don't. Yeah. Shell. Earl, Papa don't take no. I like Papa don't take no mess. Papa don't. Papa don't. Papa likes the chick when she dressed real slick. It feels like well, Papa don't take no mess. Papa don't take no mess. Yeah, that's a good one too. No, I just used to like give Rodney a hard time. There's a lot to like about James Brown. That was Carl Cunningham's favorite. I was like, well, I like James Brown, but I like Marvin better. Al Green, I like Al Green, but I like Marvin better. Mr. Cunningham's, my favorite was, whoa, whoa, mercy, mercy me. All things ain't what they used to be. Oh, no. What about this overcrowded land? How much more abuse from man can she stand? Oh, mercy, mercy. Oh, yeah. What's going on is one of my favorite albums. This is one of the best albums. That's like Charts. That's like Sunday in Church. That's like A Love Supreme or Kind of Blue, Miles Davis. And yeah, no, that's gosh dang, it's one of the best albums of all time. Mm-hmm. Boom, 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 boom. That's also one of the best albums of all time. So what? Ba-doom, 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 boom. You don't think that's one of the best albums of all time? Well, this is all just opinion. The Gospels, live the Lord's Prayer. And then I ain't going to argue opinions with you. You go listen to your Sunday stuff. I'll listen to mine. Come, come, come to the church in the wildwood. And I'm listening to, Freddie Freeloader, all blues. Ba-dum, ba-dum, ba. Love Supreme, good album. Yeah. So John Coltrane and Johnny Hartman, there you go. That's a good Sunday music. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Or Debussy. Mm-hmm. Banana, da, 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 yeah. Well, I like Claire de Lune, Lemire. Yeah, that's a good one too. Yeah. Vivaldi, Four Seasons. Yeah, that's good Sunday music too. Yeah, it's your thing. Do what you want to do. I can't tell you. Isley Brothers. Boom, ba-doom, ba-doom, ba-ba-ba-ba-ba. There's more to love than fun and games. Yeah, baby. It's your Sunday, right? However, you sit down and relax, take a load off. You put the right down on me. That's, self-righteous hypocrites need not apply, right? Just do things right, be thankful, and share the love of life with faithful wife and some faithful kids. Oh, well, I'm falling in love again. Oh, I thought that I wouldn't get caught again. Never in 100, never in 1,000, never in 1,000,000 years. Many a time I've been two-time, many a time I've been had. Yeah. Okay, what's the other one? She had kisses sweeter than wine. Yeah. When I was younger, I'd never been kissed. I thought thinking it over, just what I'd missed. Yeah. What was the other one that I... I know, I like It's Over. Oh! The world I used to know. Someday some old familiar rain will come along and know my name. Then my shelter will be gone, and I'll have to move along. Until that day. Yeah, that was one of my, when I was a kid. I liked the little upbeat ones, but of the, yeah, oh, that's very pretty romantic song, sad. You know? In the world I used to know. We didn't have It's Over on that album my mother had. Had Tucum Carry and Waltzing Matilda, Kisses Sweeter Than Wine, and Oh, I'm Falling in Love Again. I don't remember what other songs were on it. But yeah, those the ones I listened to the most were Kisses Sweeter Than Wine and Oh, I'm Falling in Love Again. And I did Waltzing Matilda, you'll come a waltzing Matilda with me. And I don't, it's cool about it's an Australian song, so little old things like, what were they talking about? Like Jeremy Duranic said, you know? Yes. I love y'all, all right? We'll talk tomorrow. Okay. I'll talk. You listen. I'll correct your technology. You'll get to live the Lord's Prayer sooner than later. And me, I'm going to go live it. I don't want to hear anybody thank me. I don't want any keys to the city, and I don't want to sell you any insurance, and I don't want to run around with an emu. Okay, guys? I love you, all right? Peace out, man.